We have dared to be free. We have dared to be free. Let us continue free by ourselves and for ourselves. Once again, thank you for coming out tonight, or this afternoon. At this time, I would like to invite the significant Annie Etienne, which will give us a brief description of the significance of Soup Joumou in Haitian culture. Please welcome Annie.
Good morning, everyone. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about Soup Joumou. Soup Joumou, a symbol of Haitian freedom and heritage. Soup Joumou, also known as freedom soup, is a dish deeply rooted in Haiti's cultural and historical legacy. Soup Joumou is a testament to Haiti's rich culinary heritage. Its ingredients, such as squash, beef, and vegetables, symbolize the blending of African, French, and indigenous Taino influences that shape Haitian culture. The preparation and sharing of Soup Joumou is often a communal affair, reinforcing bonds and celebrating shared heritage. Families gather early in the morning to cook the soup, filling home with its rich aroma, and then share it with neighbors and loved ones. This practice underscores the value Haitians place on unity, both within families and across the wider community. On January 1st, 1804, Haiti declared its independence, becoming the first nation in the Western Hemisphere to abolish slavery and the first independent Black republic in the whole world. This momentous victory was achieved after more than a decade of rebellion against one of the most powerful colonial empires of the time, the France. To celebrate this newfound freedom, Haitians prepared and consumed Soup Joumou, a dish they were forbidden to eat during slavery. Under French colonial rule, pumpkin and other delicacies were reserved exclusively for the colonizers, symbolizing oppression and inequality. Notably, the consumption of Soup Joumou on New Year's Day also serves as a dual celebration, marking both the start of a new year and Haiti's independence. Every January 1st, Haitians around the world honor the sacrifices of their ancestors and celebrate the enduring spirit by enjoying Soup Joumou. This cherished tradition continues to serve as a powerful reminder of independence, resilience, and cultural pride. In 2021, UNESCO added Soup Joumou to its intangible cultural heritage of humanity list. That's a big deal. This international recognition honors the soup's profound cultural significance and its role in uniting Haitians worldwide. UNESCO highlighted its ability to bring people together, reflecting the collective spirit that fueled Haiti's fight for liberation. To us Haitians, Soup Joumou is a taste of freedom, a celebration of our culture, and a legacy of our resilience. Thank you.
Moi, je suis fier ici. On va faire un pays, mais Haïti fait. Non, moi. 1er janvier 1904. Une date important de l'histoire humaine, date de révolution en Haïti. Depuis les Haïtiens par réglé rien. L'union fait la force. Contre l'union, contre force. C'est grave, première nation qui déclarait l'indépendance par vraiment indépendance. Corruption, politiciens avec l'argent. États-Unis, Nations Unies, fait Haïti pas réunir. Ça a divisé le peuple. Au lieu de l'assembler, Yo pas ouais son bagage psychologique. Haïtien oublié histoire. Oublié qui est souillé. L'union fait la force. Rouge et bleu. Rouge pour bourgeois, bleu pour tête noire. Nous pas penser c'est nous qui avons pouvoir. Regardez d'abord, c'est bleu qui finit avant rouge. C'est parce que Haïtien pique tête en bas, yon bagaille tête en bas. Bourgeois yon plus riche, malheureux yon plus pauvre. C'est pas vision ça tout ça de pour Haïti. C'est pas vision ça Henri Christophe de pour Haïti. C'est pas vision ça des années de pour Haïti. Nous sommes nègres. Et le message est simple. Égoïste, c'est un péché. C'est peut-être ça que paye à payer. L'argent est dans la poche. Car il bâtit Haïti. L'argent est dans la poche. Pas sauver nos ballons. L'argent est dans la poche. Pas capoter dans le ciel. Nous soutenons ça sur des notions physiques, quand nous parlons sur des notions spirituelles. Qui te pour ça frapper cœur. Bon Dieu pas créé nous pour diviser nous, pas créé nous l'autre, pas pour faire plus d'argent. Bon Dieu créé nous pour une seule raison. Et puis raison ça, c'est un seul mot. Et au moins haïtien va dire assez. Bon Dieu créé nous pour l'amour. I was scrolling on TikTok a few days ago. A boy on my FYP from Haiti telling his story. His mother gave him money for the store to buy a patty. Returned looking for mommy. The local bandits launched an attack. Found his mother dead. Killed by an armed gang around. Don't cry is what the grown man said. Found around him in a small crowd. We're your family now. Shit of what was said instead. Who will save the little boy? Far left into wrong, we were misled. How does it sound? Don't cry. Do you have a father? I have no one. Back on camera. Est-ce que vous avez I have no one. Sorry about that. Do you have an aunt? I have no one. Do you have any family to call? I have no one. Back on Cameroon. An orphan who lost everything, cries from the depth of his soul. How can the people be insensitive? He could be your son. He could be your brother. He could be your cousin. He could be your nephew. Haiti, you need therapy. Haiti, you need God more than ever. Haiti needs a new mentality. Loving one another. Loving one another is Haiti's new reality. What the grown man should have said is, we're your mother now. We're your father now. We're your uncle now. We're your aunt now. We're your cousin now. We can't replace your mother, but we're your family now. It takes a village to raise a child, so no child is left behind. Created in God's image, we're supposed to reflect Christ to the T. Just as in John 14:18, I will not leave you orphans. I will come to you. Home. DJ. God spoke to Moses to speak to Israel. God spoke to me to speak to IT. Imagine forgetting your bloodlines. Imagine we're forgetting we're the descendants of Moses. Exodus was the genesis of our exodus from slavery. Birthed a nation of anointed high priests. Leviticus is God's laws of our history. Why do you think people say Haitians are so holy? A holy nation that lost its way. The rhythm of this poetic prophecy reviving Haiti's mentality. Imagine Haiti's restored divine authority. Haiti's the heartbeat that shocked the nations that got beat in the name of liberation. The song of Haiti's revolution, echoing for generations. The first free black nation of the world. Foreign history calls us a republic when Emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines called us sovereign. Sovereign from foreign powers, sovereign from foreigners owning our land, sovereign ordained by God. Haiti, la perle des Antilles, the pearl of the Caribbean. Haiti is still the pearl of the Caribbean. A thief doesn't steal from an empty home. Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world, stated by the West. Independent since 1804, but the core group never left. Exploited by international superpowers for profit, clearly seen by the world even without a prophet. The next revolution takes the wisdom of our elders and the strength of the youth. Haiti has done things the old way, now we do things Yahweh. Fruits of tradition left the next generation with no fruition. Our ancestors did not have all the answers. Raising ancestors is a dead tradition. Let the dead sleep and the living live. Can CPR revive a body that died 100 years? Generational curses traveling 200 years. 221 years passed since Haiti's independence. Haiti has been blessed since 1804, is no coincidence. The next generation of Moses' descendants reviving a new revolution, finishing off where Dessalines and Moses left off, putting back the armor of God, a holy nation, baptized in holy water, seeing our blessings take off. Again, like Moses told Pharaoh, let my people go. Again, like Moses told Israel, stop worshiping idols. Why do you think God's spirit pours on his prophets? Why do you think prophets speak passionately about breaking the cycle? If the way of our ancestors were so powerful, why don't they answer you? Why do you think 1 million Muslims converted to Christ all in the same night? The war they gave you is the peace you seek too. Seeks God's face, and God will seek you too. As Solomon sought the face of God, 2 Chronicle 7:14, watch Haiti become redeemed. God spoke to Solomon, if my people who call by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and seek their forgiveness and heal their land. The idols were idols, so disciples spoke against idols. More Yahweh than Sun Tzu. The words were an idol, bringing the Bible and Dessalines' gun too. This is the generation. This is the genesis of a revolution. The revolution begins with you. Before the revolution begins, we need absolution so these generational curses can end. That our ancestors started. Haiti needs the holy deliverance. Haiti needs a holy revolution. Haiti needs reparations. A revolution different from 1804. A revolution of the mind. A revolution of the body. A revolution of the soul. A revolution of the government. A revolution of the military. A revolution of revolutions. A revolution world nations never seen before. A revolution with God's presence, with the unity of 1804. A revolution like Nayib Bukele did with El Salvador. A revolution like Ibrahim Traoré did with Burkina Faso. A revolution of Haiti's new art of war like Picasso, painting Cité Soleil into a city of God, reversing red rum to celebrate Yahweh's red wine, instead of painting Port-au-Prince with bloodlines, activating the children of Moses, the voice of anointed bloodline. Today Haiti's reborn. Today Haiti's revived. Today Haiti's resurrected. Today Haiti revolts. The beauty of prophecy, you don't need to see to believe it, but you know it when you feel God's spirit. Poetic prophecy flowing like the holy rivers of Zion, from the winds of the south to the north, to the winds of the east to the west. Anointed by the power of God to cast out colonizers like Jesus cast out demons. God's message to God's people. Watch this revolution, make them demons disappear. God's message to bring Haiti's heaven. If we continue the cycle, what will Haitian children feel safe in? The next 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. Do we keep our Haitian pride, being stubborn and hard-headed? Changed our souls because the elders learned their lesson?